Just give everything you have 100%, and if you just go out there and play our basketball.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck. Back to you, Jay.
All right, thank you very much, Segs. There is Kevin Durant who said, look, I'm a professional scorer. I get things figured out.
Well, he didn't. So, listen, this is a time in my preparation, I'm like, you got to calm down because Ernest, listen, Kenny talked about it, trust. You just calm down and play basketball. Just say to yourself, if I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. If I'm not going to turn the ball over. It's a very simple game.
The funny thing you say, Jack, the simplest things are the hardest things for the greatest players. Because a lot of times when you're open, you shoot the basketball. You got one guy on you, you beat him. You have two, you pass out the double team.
That's it.
But it's difficult because most guys have the Superman syndrome, and they think Superman
wasn't real, right?
And they think
Actually,
that they can do
real.
things other than that.
Superman was real, and the way he would come out this game, let go and say, no, we're not going anywhere. Guys, follow me. If I'm on, we're gonna roll with it till I get tired, till somebody else pick up.
Yep.
If I'm not going, then I will involve the other. On the road, you got to go to work right now.
But see, that's what happened last game, and it didn't work.
No, because he was off. I mean, because he was just off.
Yeah, but
it was just off.
But you still.
That's why I just said if I'm off, I'll involve others. If I'm not off, the guys just follow me.
I think you're right in the sense of being aggressive, Shaq. But I think there was a reason why he was off, because he was very predictable.
He was too aggressive,
and they knew that he wasn't passing the basketball. So the double teams came quicker, and they were able to contest more shots that he typically wouldn't have had contested. So when he passes the basketball, you can't contest the shots because you have to stay home, because those other guys are not just regular others either. Those are others that would start on 95% of the teams in the NBA. They're not just your regular others. Those guys get it done.
Draymond Green says this is the toughest game of the year for Golden State.
Well, it is the toughest game of the year. They haven't had any, they kind of walked through the first round of the playoffs. They're in game 7 right now. They lose, they go home. Then nobody going to say, first of all, they got a terrific team. If they lose this game, nobody going to be talking about them coming back from 3-1. They're going to be starting talking about Cleveland, Oklahoma City the first thing in the morning.
And, believe it or not, the pressure is on them. Home court advantage, this is their game 7. They have to win this tonight for them to, move on.
Make no bones about it. It's pressure on both of these teams.
Because it is Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. You'll see it live in just a bit here on TNT. Back with more after this.
Let it all hang out, okay? Dare greatly, be bold, but do it together. Together is what's gonna get it done. But you gotta do it together on both ends of the floor. Right?
I mean, we are built for this. We got a championship under our belts. We've seen everything. We've felt every kind of pressure. We're here at home. Let's just go get it done.
Inside tracks with both coaches, and then obviously the teams taking the floor. You heard from Enes Kanter moments ago, and then just a couple of minutes ago, out of the layup line, you had David Aldridge with Draymond Green.
All right, Draymond, you said this is going to be the hardest game of your lives. How do you pull it off?
We just gonna come out here, stay poised, be who we are. You know, we play our game for 48 minutes, keep the ball. Keep turning down, rebound the ball. We should be fine.
Draymond, thanks for your time. Good luck, man. All right, back to you.
Mentioned when we came on the air that the last time they had a Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals. In fact, the last time they had a Game 7 in Oakland, it was 40 years ago. And Golden State was the defending champions, and they were in the Western Conference Finals, and Phoenix got them here in Oakland.
Alvin Adams was a good man. Oh, he's a good man.
Oh, yeah.
Who is that? That's Ricky Sobers?
Ricky Sobers, yeah.
So that was the 1976
Adams was dunking like that.
And Paul Westphal was dunking with both hands.
Yeah, 94 to 86.
There go the great Bill Walton.
Yep. His son, Luke, of course, assistant coach for Golden State.
Yeah.
And now
He
taking
can
the
smile tonight because he won't be smiling next year.
in LA next year. But Bill Walton, obviously one of the greats, and anybody who loves basketball wants to be here on this night when it's a Game 7 with a chance to go to the NBA Finals, riding on it. What does this game come down to in your mind, Kenny?
It's funny because, you know, I listened to those pregame speeches. You know, again, it's about execution down the stretch. I've been saying at the end of quarters is what dictate games. Can you do it the last 3 minutes? But I also go back, and I never played for Coach John Thompson, but I do remember watching the videos like that. And he's doing his speech, and then it stopped. He just goes, let's just go out and win the national championship. Like, you stop, and you have to just realize everything has been said. And so, for me, everything's been said, but can you execute, Chuck, in the last 3 minutes of quarter?
Listen, let me tell you something. We've said this all season about the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have the most talent
Without question.
in the NBA. Nobody has more talent. But mentally, they just make too many mistakes. They had the most blown four-quarter leads in the NBA. Anytime you're on the same list with the 7, I ain't backing down. I'm going with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Let's flip the coin on that one, Shaq. And so now you're Golden State, and now you've won that huge Game 6 in the other guy's gym, and now here you are, a possibility of coming back from a 3-1, which only 9 other teams had done. How do you maintain the mindset that gets you into the NBA Finals?
Well, the key for Golden State tonight is not to be too amped. You have to calm down. You have to play your game. I know they love the 3-ball, but I caution them to try to kill them right away from the 3-ball. Play your game, move the ball. If the shots are open, take them. Crowd's going to be energetic. Everybody's been waiting for this game. But OKC's not going to lay down, so you still have to do everything right. Whenever they make a mistake, capitalize off a mistake, and these two guys still got to have great games. Klay Thompson saved them in Game 6. If they can have 2 great games tonight from these guys, it'll be over real quick.
I think what's going to be interesting from the Golden State, who's going to step up on their bench. Because if you saw in the last game, Bogut had nothing left. He shot it in Game 5. Now it's another quick turnaround. And it's going to be good. I think that kid right there, Maurice Pace, is going to have a big night because Bogut had nothing last game.
But Andre Iguodala's game the other night, he was a central figure in that drama, and without his effort, they're not here tonight.
Man, this guy's the most underrated player because of statistics. If you look at statistics, you think he doesn't put an impact on the game. But his ability to stay in front of Kevin Durant, the steal he made down the stretch, and the basket that he made when they covered the shooters, he drove the lane on multiple occasions and gets layups. He doesn't get jump shots, he gets layups when you start covering Klay and Steph. This guy has been one of the most valuable players on this team without being a big stack stuffer.
You talk about atmosphere in this place, and as you were completing your thoughts, and you heard them, about 19,500 in here, full throat with the Warrior chant. Winner take all, Game 7. Oklahoma City Thunder, Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers waiting for the winner. Back in a second.
With AutoTrader, trading in or selling your car is so easy. It's a slam dunk. AutoTrader.
All the things we get to enjoy in this country. Nights like this where we sit back and we watch a Game 7. And we thank all those who have served in the armed forces. And on this Memorial Day, where we remember all who gave their lives. And on this night, we want to hear the national anthem. Public address announcer, Matt Hurwitz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors would like to welcome members of the United States Armed Services as they display the American flag. Here tonight to sing our national anthem, from American Idol, please welcome Oakland's very own LaToya London.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag it was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, LaToya London.
So happy to have you with us on this Memorial Day for Game 7, Western Conference Finals. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Reggie Miller, David Aldridge, Craig Sager have it covered. Next.
we're looking at another pandemic.
If you won't spread the cure,
What the hell are you doing to me?
we will.